This week, it is 4 years since the murder of Anna Politkovskaja, the journalist who had been writing continuously about human rights abuses in Chechnya since 1999 for the Russian newspaper Novaya Gazeta. On Saturday, the 7th of October 2006, she was shot when entering the elevator of the apartment building in Moscow, where she lived. We spoke with Amnesty International Friederike Beer in Moscow, who worked with Anna Politkovskaja, to tell us more about this case. How do you feel now about what happened to Anna Politkovskaja after all these years?
It's very sad that 4 years after her murder, which has caused so much international response to it, that after 4 years we still don't know who stood behind her killing, and those who committed the crime still haven't been brought to justice.
What is the situation with the present investigation into Anna Politkovskaja murder?
Today, the investigation committee under the Office of the Prosecutor General of the Russian Federation announced that they have extended the period of investigation until February 2011, and that the suspected murderer has been put out on an international arrest warrant.
Has Anna Politkovskaja murder in any way changed the situation for human rights defenders, in your opinion?
Since then, other human rights defenders and lawyers have been murdered, including good friends and colleagues of Anna Politkovskaja, such as Stanislav Markelov and Natalia Estemirova. And of course, that had a very negative effect on those people here in the Russian Federation who want to stand up to defend human rights, raise concerns about possible alleged human rights violations. Especially in the North Caucasus, we see that today people are just very afraid to speak up, to talk about human rights violations, which they have themselves seen or experienced, or which they have been made aware of.
Friederike, we know that you worked with Anna Politkovskaja. Could you tell us about your personal memories of working with her?
She was definitely someone who showed a lot of compassion for the people she spoke to, for the people she worked with, who told her about the human rights violations. And even in very difficult situations, like, for example, just after the hostage crisis in the theater here in Moscow 2002, where she tried to help the victims or hostages. She came out after that and spoke to human rights organizations. She was extremely worried, of course. She was extremely concerned about what had happened there, but still provided the necessary information with such a professional stand. Found very impressive.
Thank you very much, Friederike, for your interview.
Это не лучшие переживания в жизни. Это тяжело, потому что ты не знаешь, что делать, когда ты вышел дома из подъезда и так далее. Но все-таки я думаю, что это благополучная история. Потому что я журналист, за мной редакция, депутаты Госдумы, которые писали письма, чтобы изловили этого Лапина. За чеченской семьей и за чеченцами никого нет. Они один на один с военным бандитом. И они никак защититься не могут.